Welcome to Beyond the Prep, a podcast dedicated to providing information and insights into the bodybuilding sport. This podcast covers a wide range of topics from finding a coach to the struggling of competing, nutrition, supplements, cost, and much more. I'll be talking with competitors so you can hear their stories, judges, coaches. If you're interested in sharing your story, send me a note at skapach40@gmail.com. Welcome to Beyond the Prep. I'm your host, Sherry Kapach, and I'd like to welcome Taylor Baker to the show. She's competing today. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
I know it's a busy day, so I won't take up too much of your time. But what got you into bodybuilding?
Well, I've been working out consistently since I was like 16. And I just think it's really cool to do the extreme. And I saw a couple people on Instagram and I was like, that's really cool. And then I actually got spinal surgery when I was 15. Which they kind of tell you like you can't do anything, like you're never gonna do the extremes, blah blah blah. And I'm like a big, well, I can do it, like I'll prove everybody wrong kind of person. So I got really into the gym, and that's kind of how it started. As I was like, I can lift heavy and I can train hard. And then I did cheerleading for a couple of years, varsity cheerleading in college, and that was like a cool experience, hard training. And then I went to a different college and they didn't have a cheer team. So I just hit the gym really hard. And then I kind of went, it was like, well, I want to see how lean I can get. I want to see how like chiseled I can get. Like, I just want to see if I can do it. And then once I finished college and I got my diploma, because this is expensive and like so expensive. Yes. I was like, hey, like, I bet I'm just going to do it. So, yeah, that's kind of how I guess.
Wow, good for you though, for them saying that you couldn't do something and you powered through it. And
yeah, it was like kind of when because I was 15, so it's kind of a hard age of like if someone like is to put you down when you're 15, it goes like straight to your heart. But my parents and my sister like super support. I have a super supportive family, and they were like, if you want to do it, then do it. Like if you want to like go into a profession where people say that you're not going to be able to do it, then do that. Which I didn't do that, but I took an easier route with the profession part for my body wise. But and then so they were super supportive and like do whatever you want to do and follow your dreams. And this has been I remember I saw a guy one time like orange walking around like the town, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, and then yeah, it was bodybuilding. That's sweet. I want to do that.
Nice. So how many competitions have you been in? Or
this is my first one ever.
And tell me your story. Wow, what are you thinking?
Well, like the past couple days have been hard. And like no one around me is doing this. Like I don't have any bodybuilding friends.
Right.
So it's been tough, but like I've met a few people who have done one in the past. The beginning was good, like when I was eating lots and training hard and stuff. And then the last couple of weeks, like cardio gets increased, and then my caloric deficit is like intense. And then that got hard. Like I was like, we're going to Father's Day dinner and everyone's eating brisket and I have chicken and rice. I was like, but I kept saying to everybody, like, on July 2nd, make me a brisket. Like, I'm coming for food. Like, you know, so I always told people, like when I'm done this, like, we're going for drinks. When I'm done this, we're going to go for supper. Just because, like, instead of being like, oh, I'll have one, or like, I'll try that. I would just be like, no, like, when I'm done. And I found people, like, my boyfriend is very, very supportive. He like ate healthy with me. If he was like, I want to eat out like Burger King or Dairy Queen or whatever, he would get it when I'm at work or something, which was nice because then I didn't have to watch him eat it.
Yes.
But then at the same time, I'm like, you're not doing this, so I don't want you to suffer. So like a few times he ate out or whatever, and I would eat my thing. But yeah, it was interesting. Like I found when I was working out before and eating healthy and just for me, like just not prepping for anything, people would be like, come on, like don't be so lame, eat this, drink this, whatever. And then when I started doing prep, I got a little less of that because I would be like, no, like I'm doing a prep. Like I have to I want to look my best. And I don't want to show up and be like have done a half-assed. I want to do it full on.
Yeah.
So then once I started telling people like, no, like I'm doing a prep, this is it. Then the people that I surrounded myself with are so supportive and don't even offer me things like, and I think sometimes it's out of respect or like being polite to be like, hey, do you want to have this bag of chips? But then I got to the point where I'm not going to realize like I'm going to say no anyway, so don't even
Yeah, and it's nice that they were supportive because you do lose connections along the way because they just, they don't understand and they don't want to be part of that lifestyle and everything.
Yeah.
So it's better to just break part. So it's really nice to hear that they accepted it and accepted you and just supported you. That's fabulous.
And I think lots of people took it like my boyfriend's friends took it as an advantage because they always have someone to drive them, like a DD.
Oh yeah.
So like we go to someone's place and I'm like, oh no, I'm not drinking, and they'd be like, sweet, cool, we got a ride home.
We have a driver.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and like in ways I kind of like I would try to be like, no, it's okay, I'll be your guys' driver all night, and then they're like, sweet, and then everyone was on board with me not.
Yeah. And it's easier for you. No one's even wanting to offer you a drink because no.
Yeah, she's our driver.
Yeah, she can't drink.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So how has this past week been for you?
Really hard. Yesterday was really hard. But I worked all week. Like up until yesterday, I worked Monday to Thursday, which was good because I work in recreation and long-term care. So I have to have a lot of energy. But then I'm doing things all day, so I'm not thinking about like food or what I'm gonna eat and I've never been like, I'm not a foodie. I've never been the person that's like thinking about my next meal, like even outside of prep. But I found in prep, I would think about my next meal because I was so hungry. But so that I think like working was hard, but I don't know that I would take the full week off because I think I would go crazy. Because on Wednesday I stopped. Wednesday was my last day working out. And then Thursday I worked, like I think I would have gone nuts. So I kept myself busy. And then when I would like Thursday, because I didn't go to the gym, I went and I did posing at the gym for like an hour.
Which is great.
Yeah,
right?
And like just kill time. Like, and then I got to work out my garden, and like I was like really trying to stay busy. Which is almost the harder part because you don't have as much energy. But I think it went. I got hangry a couple times. Like I really, like that's probably my biggest downfall is I like when I need food, like I need food right now.
When it's time to eat, it's time to eat.
Yeah, and then so you kind of have to like. I was trying to schedule it so like I'd wait as long as I could, so then I'd be as like feel fuller later, like or whatever. So. Anyway, I tried to find all these strategies and stuff because people don't really on Instagram and the people who like when you don't really know anyone that's done it, you don't really get like the strategies that other people use. So it's kind of finding my own. But, yeah, this week was tough, but even like yesterday when I was like ready to rip some space off, I was like, I want to do this again.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, this is so hard, but I want to do this again because I talked to a guy downstairs and he's like, it gets easier. Like your first show is the hardest. So I'm like, I want to do this again. Like, I don't know. And then I figure out what works and I figure out how.
Yeah. And because every year is a learning experience.
Yeah.
Because every year your body changes as well.
Yeah.
So then your prep is different. But the unknown, for that first year, like you say, you're hangry and you're like, you know, can't even stand myself sometimes, and things like that. And that's normal, right?
Yeah.
That's part of the community. So it must feel good for you to be part of this community this past couple of days, and you're able to relate to people, and everybody's like, yes, we've been there, you know, I understand.
Yeah.
And you know, this is what I've done. Like, talk to as many people as you can. And when you're behind stage, just talk to people. And everybody's so supportive.
That's what I texted my coach last night. Like, wow, everyone is so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm my coach's first prep client as well.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
she's prepped for a show, but then COVID came.
Oh yeah.
So she's done the prep, but she's never done the stage.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been like a super, like I text her, I'm like, wow, everyone is like on the same page. Like, there's people here eating chicken and rice out of Tupperware, and like it's not weird.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It's normal here.
yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's been really.
That's good. That's great. Yeah, and like I say, talk to people, like connect with them, because they will be your long-term family. It's like, and just get all the information you can, and it'll just benefit you. And so what category are you in?
I'm in bikini.
Okay.
So I'm doing 3 classes.
Okay. So novice?
Yeah, true novice, and then I'm doing junior.
Okay.
18 to 23, because I'm 23. So I was like, this is my last chance.
Put it in there. Yeah.
And then I'm doing open class D.
Oh, good, nice.
So yeah, the open class will be interesting. And like, I have initially, when I first started doing this, I was like, I'm gonna win. You know, I need to win. I'm very, very, very competitive. But then I was like, you know what? If I don't win, then next year I come back with a big, better package, and I learn. And so I wasn't gonna do open class because there's people that have done like 8 shows.
But it's you, right? It doesn't matter about them because they're not.
Like, and I can just learn from them. Like I'll see them, learn from them, and you never know until you
never know on stage.
Yeah,
you just never know.
Yeah.
So it is great experience. You're here, you're ready.
I know, it's like, I mean, this will get the full
deal. Yeah,
like
absolutely.
So yeah,
awesome. That's exciting. Good for you.
My favorite thing that anyone has said to me in this prep is, you can't swim in your bikini.
Do you know she's making me cough?
I'm like, no, I don't want to swim in the bikini.
Yeah,
like,
that's not where I want to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Stones don't go well.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny. So, yeah, and that's another thing. Like say, even that in itself, like it's costly for the ladies, right?
Yeah, and then like, so if I did another show, like you can reuse your bikini.
Yeah.
And like now I have earrings, and now like I have heels, and I have all of these
all
things.
there. Yeah.
So yeah, like people have asked me like, isn't it expensive? I'm like, yeah, but like if I do it again, it's not gonna be that expensive. So it's all worth it. Yeah. I think, but I don't know, maybe I want to buy a new bikini. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, and you can get them too at secondhand. Like I've done that when I started out, just a used one and whatnot. Funny story, I actually, after my first show, went and bought one used, and she's like, I was on stage beside you. I'm like, are you serious? So we're looking at pictures, and I bought her a bikini off of her.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I'm like, oh,
yeah,
that's amazing. Yeah, small world when you start talking and meeting everybody. Like it's a great community.
Yeah, and everyone's just like seems so nice.
They're all going through the same thing.
I know,
right?
We're all suffering together.
Yeah, there you go. For a good cause.
Exactly.
For a
it's
good
so
cause.
worth it. Like even waking up this morning with my tan on, and I like sent check-in pictures to my coach just so she can see as I go along, and I'm like, I look so good. Like all of like I haven't even hit the stage yet, and I'm like, this is so worth it. Like
great mindset.
Yeah,
absolutely. And you worked hard to get here.
Yeah.
So now you just got to strut your stuff.
Right.
Right.
I can't believe this show day. Like
So excited.
I've been like waiting for this day for 3 months.
Yes, and here it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so on that note, I want to thank you for coming and wish you all the best. I'm hoping to get down there to watch. So, good luck.
I want to thank my guest today and my listeners for joining me at Beyond the Prep. If you like this episode and want to make sure you don't miss any others, please subscribe. You can also find us on YouTube.